Hello there, Taurus. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All with your lunar cycle reading for this new lunar cycle that is happening today or happening right now. It's a new moon. Things are going to be pretty dark. I don't know why I said that, but maybe that has to do something with your reading and going through dark times, maybe even seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. But who knows? Let's see. Do keep in mind this is not date specific. It could be useful for another cycle that you've been going through previously in the past. So make sure to look back during that time to see what was going on in that lunar cycle, and then apply it to whatever is going on in this cycle and see what the similarities are, and that will give you an idea of how to uh, move your way through it. With Uranus going through your guys' sign, there's definitely there's definitely a call to be your own unique self, to set yourself apart from everybody else, and especially with Uranus going through, it's unexpected. You know, these changes are unexpected. Nobody would be uh, even cognizant of the fact that you were going through these changes until after. So that being said, yeah. So there's definitely changes going on, and these changes have to do with healing. Now, this is a cleansing healing, and it's a healing that happens well when you get exposed to water. Say, for instance, on a physical level, when you get exposed to a waterfall, whenever you get exposed to the ocean, whenever you get exposed to a lake, there's a calming quality to it. There's a type of quality to that water that it's serene. It's different from elsewhere. It's different from maybe the canals that you might have near you. It's different from anything else that maybe you may notice in terms of water. So, and this will be cleansing and healing on the emotional level too, is what I'm feeling. And ooh, ha! So you guys got the earth energy, and you guys got the deer. You know, the deer is hyper vigilant. I feel like the deer is always looking out for various different things, and with the deer, you know, it tends to freeze whenever it sees danger, whenever it sees something that it doesn't know. So maybe this is something that you guys might be doing as Taurus. It may be that you guys are looking for some, or you guys are looking at something, and it might be a surprise to you. So that's why you turn around and it's like, wow, and you just freeze in place. But we're gonna go ahead and go into. Oh well, looks like you guys are going through some kind of transformation too. Possibly have already gone through this transformation and are stepping into that cleansing energy. But let's go ahead and go into the book to see what these animals tell us. All right, so from the deer, it's loving, intuitive, graceful, and the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but it is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or a celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. So there's definitely I do feel that this is you. There's there's definitely a need for gentleness and compassion with yourself because you're going through this healing process, Taurus. And if you're hard on yourself, if you tell yourself you're not anything, that you're worthless, and things of that nature, then it ends up just harming this. Now, to bring it into balance, it's necessary to be in nature or around children. And because you are going through a healing process, maybe it's necessary to go to some kind of water-based adventure. Go scuba diving, go to the ocean, just be by a source of water, and this will help you ground. Or you can be um, by a source of you can be in a forest, you can go up into the mountains. Mountains are very good for Capricorn specifically, but it's also good for earth signs because it's earth. And also children. If you guys have any if you guys have any children, this is going to be one of the best influences for you. But if you guys don't, expose yourself. Go around children, go around people who have children. Make friends with them, and just look at the energy that a child exudes. It's very fun. It's imaginative, and maybe this is the energy that it's asking for you to encompass. With this intuitive energy of the deer, that's what I'm feeling. It's being around children. Your observant mind will catch things, and these things will help in transforming your life and transforming it in a good way. Because look at this, you guys are stepping into wolf energy. This is earth energy right here. And I believe that once you undergo this transformation here, you'll be a wolf. You'll be the alpha. So these changes, these changes that are taking place are necessary, but it's this is a graceful change that you're going through. This change is going to be going on gracefully. It's going to be going on slowly. It's not going to be hurried. So if you think that this change is going to go fast, I'm sorry, Taurus. I'm here to I'm not. I don't want to burst your bubble, but it's not. It's gonna take a while. All Earth signs are going through some change right now, and it's gonna take a while. But when this energy is balanced, it's receptive, it's compassionate, and it's nurturing, and that's the exact mother type energy of the deer. So when it's out of balance, it's concerned and it's protective. Hmm. What are you protecting, Taurus? What are you protecting that you're not letting go of that is not allowing you to transform? All right. So with that, we will go on to the fairies. I love these cards. Fairy cards are awesome. They do a lot in explaining situations. Ooh, ooh. I'm giving you compliments. I'm giving you compliments, fairies. Why are you giving me trouble? Alright. So let's see what Taurus is dealing with. So this is emotional healing. This is emotional healing for the purpose of transformation. But this isn't one of those big transformations. Not like what Capricorn is going. This is an emotional transformation. I do believe that Taurus had their transformation back probably within those 2 months that I wasn't doing any readings, but don't blame me, please. Penelope Dreamweaver. Wow, so I've never got this card before, but from what I get, the Dreamweaver, right? She's taking what she has in her mind's eye, her vision, and she's applying, or she's one of the ones to apply it because 2 and 8 equal 1. And 1 is a number of pushing, moving forward. This is a number that that exudes confidence. And so, with Penelope Dreamweaver, I feel like you should have confidence in your dreams. Have confidence in those visions that you guys have, because you know if you don't have vision and you don't try to accomplish those visions in small steps, you're not going to get anywhere. But you have to have your soul invested. You have to be working for your highest purpose, which consequently enough is the soul purpose. All right, topsy turvets, things being flipped upside down. Um, 5 plus 1 is 6. So there's a necessary need to commit through this cleansing that's going on right now. But there's growth. There's possible growth out of this cleansing. There's opportunities for new finances. There's an opportunity for commitment. Let me see. I have the retriever. Yes. This is definitely speaking about dreams. You had a dream before, Taurus. You had a dream. Then, I, the retriever. Well, you had a dream, right? Hold on. Let me go into this book real quick to read what Topsy Turvets is about, and also what Penelope is about, because I want to make sure that I'm on the right track here. I know I am, but I just want to make sure that you guys know that I'm on the right track. All right, so with Penelope Dreamweaver, it's about seeking vision and inspiration. It's magical dreams and visions. So, as I said, it's about the visions, and it's about the magical nature and the imagination that goes into dreams, vision, things like that. And when it's when Penelope Dreamweaver shows up, seek visions and inspiration, but be aware that they are often subtle and require close attention. Fantasies, dreams, and daydreams are all places an inspiration fairy can contact us. So don't ever throw those ideas out the window. They might actually develop into something fruitful. So now we go to Topsy Turvets. This one I've only drawn once, so I'm not too familiar with it, but I do know that it has to do with the good and the bad, or the bad and the good, or something like that. Oh wait, no. Change of viewpoint, fresh looks, new ways of seeing things. Ah, okay. So you had a dream, right? But for whatever reason, that dream wasn't fulfilled. So you went through this type of defensiveness, this type of like um, acting guarded, right? And when you started acting guarded, the universe said, "Hey, I'm gonna bring cleansing to you because it's necessary for you to have a fresh new outlook, to have a change of viewpoint." And because of that, you may have lost your dreams, but I, the retriever, said, "Hey, I never forgot. Here it is. Here's your dream. I believe in you. Believe in yourself." And through that, we have the ability to make these changes that are necessary in our lives. Now, I want to go back to the book and read this dear. Oh, it's about compassion, right? It's about that mother energy. So yeah, the topsy turvy. It's like that fairy godmother coming in saying, "Hey, everything's possible. Just have faith. Faith. Have faith, Taurus. Have faith." All right. So we now will draw two more to get a deeper dynamic of what's going on here. Iris of the rainbow. Yeah. So you're definitely seeing a brighter future. You guys are definitely seeing hope, and this is very, very inspiring. This should be inspiring, guys, because this energy that you're moving into, you're transforming and you're healing, and you're actually becoming someone better. You're becoming someone who's fulfilling their dreams, their passion, their wants, everything. Like I, I mean, this fresh new outlook. It's maybe for whatever odd reason you guys haven't been wanting to let go of old patterns, but to whatever degree you guys are now doing. I mean, I see that some of you guys are doing it. Some of you guys are looking towards a brighter future, and if not, this may be a confirmation to do so. And I, the retriever, he hasn't given up on you. So why give up on yourself, right? Because he sees the hope, and he knows you have to have that fresh viewpoint. But he's just sitting there waiting until the moment that you feel you can accomplish your dreams, and then he gives it to you. I'm the retriever. He's been there before, he'll always be there again. Alright, let's see. Last card. Ooh, Ohio. I've never drawn this card before, but I do feel like maybe you know uh, maybe this deals with uh, sitting there for a second and viewing things, observing things. Could be connected to magic, but let's see. Okay, so Gihoyo, Gihobia. There you go. Imaginary fears, unrealized hazards, realistic caution. So he refuses to tell me what the G in his name stands for because he says that the more we know about him, the less power he has and the harder it is to do his job. This tells you a lot about him. His power lies in our imaginations and fears, and not in the real world. Not in any of the real worlds. This is the wicked thing in the closet who keeps frightening children awake at night with eerie, snuffling, waffling sounds. But when you turn on the light and open the door, he isn't there. Brian wrote, he exists only through the collection of our fears. The Hobya thrives on fears, getting stronger and stronger until we face him. He is a sham, a tiny fear blown out of all of proportion, and the smallest positive thought will banish him. Focus on your dreams. All of fairyland know this, and none is afraid of him. So, why should you? And with the Hobya, or the Hobya, it's time to look for the truth behind our fears, to distinguish between what is real and what is just our perception of old traumas and fears into our imaginary future. By delving into our old patterns, we can see past them to a more liberating life. Only by facing these fears honestly and seeing them for what they are do we gain greater ability to open our hearts to the singer of courage, which is card number 8, and gain in strength to face the really difficult challenges in our lives. Each false fear confronted and resolved makes us much stronger. Wow. So, it's very simple. You guys have this fresh new outlook, and while you're going through this fresh new outlook, well, earth signs don't like change, and anytime change happens, they want change to be controlled. They want change to be positive. But what I'm seeing here is that this change is positive, and you've moved into a positive space. But some of you still carry these fears. Some of these. Ooh, look at that. Ecstasy. Card number 2 at the bottom of the deck. So when we deal with ecstasy, it deals with the ecstasy. It deals with the principle of joy. It deals with the principle um, of motivation. And this is ecstasy is a song. It's the energy and power that fills unity. So this energy is coming in for you from source. It's inspiring you. It's allowing you to follow your dreams. It's asking you here. Will you take your dream from my hand? Because I kept it for you this whole time. And ecstasy is something people seek, right? And it feels better. It feels good. Or it feels better than good. It feels, well, ecstatic. We experience it in tiny bursts and in bigger surges. It enables us to recognize the sacred nature of our own being as an experienced fact, not merely a theory or article of faith. Ecstasy is not something we can make within ourselves, but something that flows through us when we open ourselves to it. It fills us with the power and with the motivation to grow, to become what we have the positive potential of being, and to fulfill our purpose in being here and now on this planet. Wow, that's very powerful. So, all of these changes that are going on right now, they're necessary to show you what's going on in your life. They're there to remove the fear because none of these fairies are afraid of him. He's a little tiny fear that is blown out of proportion, obviously, but the universe is saying, hey, fresh new outlook, dream about what it is that you want, or reach for your dreams because I still held on to it. And because of this, you're gaining hope. Or because of that, you should gain hope. Sometimes it takes people longer before they realize what's going on. But not you, Taurus. You're going through this. You're going through this cleansing. You've been watching out, but you've been worrying too. There's no need to worry. These fears are blown out of proportion by Hobia, and all you need to do is acknowledge that he has no power over you. Acknowledge that fear has no power over you, and there's nothing else that can go wrong. All right, so the reason why Penelope Dreamweaver has popped up is because, for whatever reason, you've been doing things here and there. You've been healing, but you haven't really. I mean, you've been thinking about your thoughts, but you haven't really been. I mean, you've been thinking about these dreams that you've had, but you haven't been taking action on them. You haven't. Well, the reason why you haven't been taking action either is because, there isn't a solid plan yet. You know, maybe you're looking at various different parts of your life, seeing what you've put into it, and maybe some parts of your life didn't return what you expected. However, you know, when it comes to the Three of Wands, it's about growth and expansion, but you have to want that growth and expansion. And the threes are also about creativity too. So it's about the creativity behind your dreams. Are you gonna follow it or are you gonna ignore it? Choice is up to you, Taurus. All right, see, because to whatever degree, this new outlook, this fresh outlook, is necessary because for whatever reason, there has been a lack of passion, there has been a lack of ambition, and you've been feeling this. Um, you've been feeling this lack of passion for whatever reason, and you've been trying to cultivate this new outlook. Look at that. So yeah, with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, this is definitely looking towards a brighter future, just like the iris of the rainbow. And it first starts off with this new, fresh outlook. However, with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse the and I the Retriever, not only are you looking at a brighter future or looking ahead towards a brighter present, but Ive is there. He's right behind you. He's like, hey, now that you're seeing things from a brighter perspective or from a better outlook, here, I'm gonna give you your dream. The same dream that you may have forgot before. I still have it. I still kept it. In fact, I've kept all of your dreams. All of your dreams are stored. I kind of feel like I, the Retriever, is the universe. In this case, the universe is like, here, I got you. I kept your dream. Here it is. Polished, fresh. Yeah, see, because to whatever extent, there's so many, there's so many wands in here. Wow. There has been a lack of passion. There has been a lack of energy for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys have been going through various different problems, fears mostly, right? Because Hobia is uh, is one of those creatures that dwells on fear, and that's all right. So this, to whatever degree, um, you're gonna have victory over your fears with the appearance of the Six of Wands, and this is all Wands energy right here, except for the Pentacles in the middle. But the King of Cups came out too, and so when I read this 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 King of Cups energy, it's water type energy. It's Piscean energy to be exact. But the reason why you're going through this emotional healing is because you're emotionally imbalanced. And emotional imbalance brings fears into the picture. But you just gotta focus on your dream, Taurus, because once you focus on your dream, your fears will be you'll find that your fears are how would I say, not even real, for lack of a better word. Yeah. See, with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, I do feel that like you're looking at a greater outlook, but maybe to whatever extent, um, there may be some a little bit dishonesty. I don't see this as a bad thing. Somebody could be like, "Oh, how are you feeling?" And you're like, "Good," but you're not really good. But and to whatever degree, I do feel that with this lack of passion, with this lack of planning and stuff, that maybe it's got you down. It's got you speaking kind of Queen of Swords like, but in the reverse, where instead of like protecting, it actually harms. So it could be that you're harming yourself, you know, in this dynamic. Yeah, and it could be in a relationship, not necessarily, but it could. But let's see. There's a healing. There's a call to follow your dreams, Taurus. There's a call to follow your dreams. All of this wand energy, I have no doubt will turn around, especially with Uranus going through you guys' sign. But let's see. Let's draw another set of animal spirit cards, fairy cards, and Rider Waite Tarot. Hmm. All right. And now this transformation, you guys are going to be moving into like air type energy, where you guys are going to be busy. You guys are going to be bustling around, and the advice is get busy. This helps us heal on the emotional level. This helps us to find various different information that people may share, and this, in a sense, could help you grow and work hard as well. Lion energy, yes. So you're moving in from the deer to the lion, uh, possibly within this lunar cycle, but maybe going into the next lunar cycle. And I'm gonna draw one more card. I don't normally do this, but I just want to draw one more card just to see what the dynamic here is, what you're moving into. All right, the turtle, cool. So we're dealing with air, fire, and earth. It means the mind, the fire, or the fire in the heart, or the passion, and then the emotions. Okay, with the bee, what I get from the bee, it's hardworking. Queen bees release a pheromone that allows for the bees to work. If that pheromone isn't being produced, then the bee essentially stops working. But and usually it's about following orders. But I do believe that to whatever extent you feel more confident than anybody else around you. You're presenting as a lion, and the lion is strong. The lion is fierce. The lion is observable. He looks at things and he'll sit there and stare at it. But with this, I do feel that whatever this lion energy it is that you're encompassing, I feel like you're moving, you're looking towards the future, and this is going to be very very helpful towards towards attaining the things that you want. Now, if we go to this turtle energy, it's an ancient soul, grounding, trusting, and at home in the self. Yeah, you have to this change here that's going on. It's going to be uh, trust. It's going to be your ability to trust and to ground yourself and be at home with yourself. To bring it into balance, go on an adventure. These two cards right here would probably say, go on a fun adventure and don't look back until you come back, type of deal. Okay. When it's in balance, it's peaceful, adventurous, and productive, and slows down to a halt when it's not. So, with this turtle energy, it could be that maybe you're entering into a period where you may be slowing down, but it'll well, one. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. One, to bring it into balance, it's necessary to be peaceful, but adventurous and protective at the same time. All right. Moving on to the fairies. Oh, look at that. You guys got the unicorn there. It's an ethereal creature, and this ethereal creature is connected to Phoenix, Sea Serpent, Dragon. Okay, so reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. Hmm. Yay. So there is a need to connect to Source. Maybe Source will provide some answers for you guys, but we'll see. Woo! So we had the Piper. Listen to the music of the universe. Listen to the music of the universe, Taurus. Very, very simple. The universe will play a tune, and if you can tune into it, then you can move forward with grace. Undressing of the salad. All right, let's see. The undressing of the salad adds up to 4. I wouldn't be surprised if the next card adds up to 6. Let's see. Balance, avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible, and being the impossible. So the advice here is, avoid extremes, try to remain in balance, and achieve the impossible by being the impossible. And that's the only way that you're going to reach uh, those stages. But it's a step-by-step process, Taurus. Step-by-step process. Titan self. All right, cool. So 4 plus 5 is 9. Okay. So what does fairies have to say for the advice? Okay. So uh, Titan self is about acute intellect, quickness, mental synthesis, and discernment. And when this card appears, um, we see mental quickness, mental adaptness, and you know what? For when it comes to Taurus, you know, mental quickness is something that you guys pull out on a whim, and so uh, it's necessary to have independent thinking in operation. Ooh, and look at me. Sorry about that. Okay, so we put these away. Alright. So, I would like to say, just reading the book real quick, that, ideas are a dime a dozen, but the person who puts them into play is priceless, right? So, we're just going to go ahead and draw your advice now. This is advice right here in the fairy cards, but this is more advice. Alright. So, the advice is there's nothing starting just yet. You have to go through this healing process. Once you do, then the universe will hand you something. But for now, just listen to the tone of the. Oh, well, it's good to see that you guys are getting over stuff. A lot of you guys have already. If it doesn't resonate with you, then you probably did already. But yeah, it's more wand energy. Let's see. All right. So the advice is, um, the advice here, and the dressing of the salad. Balance and avoiding extremes. Yeah. So I did. I think I mentioned something about a financial opportunity through this whole thing, but it could be any type of opportunity. Just make sure that you're aware of everything that's going on around you, so that you can grab it with both hands when you have the chance. All right. So the advice is look at that cup in the clouds. Look at that cup that the universe is asking you. Like asking you to take. It's showing you. It's giving it to you. Just take it. Just take it. Especially if it's a new start in emotions. Yeah, look at it. New things are happening. The advice is don't be a fool about it. Because on a deep level, an intuitive level, you already know about the changes that are happening, and you know about these changes that are taking place, and at the same time, you know that there is a power growing within you. There's definitely power growing within you, and it's getting ready to be released. So, with that being said, just a quick little recap. Um, this was definitely in the realm of the emotions, and this was definitely in the realm of cleansing, as well as like fulfilling your dreams, not letting anything stop you. I think I'm gonna title that "Fulfill Your Dreams." Time is now. Well, I do believe that this was one of my shortest readings, but regardless, Taurus, I do believe that all of you guys received the messages that were necessary. And if nothing resonated with you, check other videos, please, because those other videos may hold some important information to your situation and how it's going about right now. So, with that, I'd like to bid you guys farewell. I hope you guys stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful lunar cycle. And I look forward to seeing you guys in 2 weeks and within a month for your next readings. With that, I am David with Tarot and Astrology for All, bidding you guys a farewell and a good night.